Gotta love aftermarket. You know, look how close the bolt holes are for this. Oh my God, so freaking stupid. Oh, here he goes again. I'm on another rant. So check this out. This bumper, the guy ordered an aftermarket bumper setup for it. And I go to put the parts in here. And as you can see, the holes don't line up at all right here. And then this top hole, I stuck one of the bolts in there. Let's see. You can see the nut broke off the welds and the bolt broke at the same time. And no, I didn't reef on this. That's how cheap these bolts are that came with this kit. So I just kind of giggled about that. So I'm putting all new bolts in it. I mean, that holds up your bumper and then the mount that goes to the trailer hitch. You know, that's all these bolts right here. So I'm gonna put the stock hardware back in it instead of putting the cheap crap that they sent with it. Some really crappy, I mean, unhardened metal, whatever, stuff acted weird. It's just like snapped right off like nothing. And then the other bolts, let me flip this camera around. And on both sides, sorry about the crappy work here, camera work. I had to cut these nuts off because this one didn't line up. And then when I got this one lined up, this one and these two holes don't line up. So I cut this one off, and then now I have to re-drill next to those holes. Ooh, focus. I have to drill, let me see. Yeah, here you go. You can see how bad they're lined up. You can't get the bolts through them. And it's not much, but it's just enough to piss you off. You know, this is one of them, you know, it calls for 1 hour to do this whole job, and here I am 2.5 hours into it, you know. But these holes here, same thing, no line up. These don't line up, and this is the one that broke off. And so I just took the grinder and cut that one and the other one off, trim that nut off there. But man, these aftermarket parts just crack me up. They're built so cheaply that they don't even fit, and they still sell the hell out of this stuff. You know, and then guys have to go in there and drill holes and add different bolts and whatever. I mean, why even sell all the hardware and stuff that comes with them if they're that crappy, you know? Charge half the price, don't send them with the hardware and stuff, and then, you know, don't put holes in them. Let them drill the holes, because you got to drill them anyways. I mean, look how far that is. Look how far off that is. That's ridiculous. And then the bumper, I mean, I don't know why he didn't want to just use this bumper. It's not in that bad a condition. Minnesota rust. Total crappy. So that's where I'm at today. Try and get this bumper put on. And see what else I can do here. Oh yeah, check this out. You can really see right here. Where am I at? Look how far off those holes are. And that's a big 1/2-inch bolt that has to go through there, so you can tell that that's not gonna fit through there, you know? So I gotta drill those bitches out. Well, make it happen, I guess. So I'll get drilling on this thing and see if I can get this bumper hung up on here. And then the other thing that cracked me up is when this bumper came in the mail to his shop, and then he threw it in his truck or whatever so we can put the bumper on, this one here was straight. And this one here, you can see I straightened it out as much as I could. It was bent literally like this. So I don't know what the hell that was all about. Something from the factory that they dropped it or bent it or didn't form it right or whatever, and they just bolted it right in like it didn't matter. So, but I think this one's gonna give me problems. I gotta bend it back more or something. And then just pull these over and bolt them to the other brackets. But let's see what we can do. All right, so I got these top holes drilled out right here. These guys here. And you can see that this bolt jams right through there now. And this frame is so rusty that it just drilled right through like butter. Helps to have a new drill bit too. So I used a brand new drill bit and it just like ate through it. And then this guy here. So those are all set up now. So I could, and the reason I'm using the stock ones is because they're, you know, they're a stronger steel. I mean, they're a little bit rusty, but they're not too bad. I'm gonna use those to hold that bumper on because I don't trust those cheap bolts that were in there, you know, in the kit. And then I got these lined up, had to drill those out on the bottom, and pff, what a mess. But I got it. Hey, Mr. Stinkbug, what's going on? Those things are disgusting. They land on you and they smell like ass. All right, so enough of the stink bugs. So I'm gonna pull these back off. I'll get these mounted on the bumper, and then I'll attempt to do this by myself. Put this bumper up on the back of the truck. Man, camera's still a little red, huh? Hopefully I'll go get one tomorrow, maybe, I don't know. Actually, we got something really special tomorrow in the shop. I'm excited to share with you guys, but I don't know if I could film. We have some special guest visitors coming, and if I could film, I will film it. If I can't, and it's, you know, they say, you know, they don't want to be on camera, then I'll just tell you what happened afterwards. But really exciting news, and I know you guys will enjoy it. I'm super stoked that it's gonna happen. So cool stuff going on in the shop. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and get these pulled off, get them hung on the bumper, and then I'll get that bumper back up there and we'll see where we're at. So the reason I'm doing this video is just to show that the problems with the aftermarket parts, and you know, the customers always come up and they're like bitching and pissing and moaning. They're like, you know, hey, why did it cost so much? Well, I was always taught when I was a kid, buy once, cry once. And that's stuck with me since I was a kid. And that means, you know, buy high quality stuff, and then you know, you put it on your car, or, you know, you buy a high quality tool. You don't have to worry about a break-in or nothing like that. A lot of the times these customers, when you own a shop, they'll bring the cheapest crap that they can bring to you, aftermarket parts, and they want to put on their car, but then they don't realize that you spend, you know, 3, 4, 5 hours fabricating and making those parts that are supposed, you know, that are bolt on, you know, they're supposed to just bolt right on, but they don't realize that it ends up taking forever to put the damn parts on their car, and then they bitch and piss and moan when you charge them the price that, you know, that you gotta get your labor back. So I mean, you don't work for free, so you gotta get your labor back, and you end up charging them that, and then, like I said, they get all pissed off and whatever. But you know what, hey, that's life, whatever. I forgot my tripod again this morning, so I'm gonna run and grab that. I gotta grab a couple tools. Out at our other shop, we don't really have that many good tools out there, so I'm gonna grab my impact sockets, my shorties, and then I have some wobbles that are gonna help when I'm putting that bumper on. And I'm only 2 miles from my house, so I just run over there and grab that real quick. But I figured I'd share this video with you because, you know, that's something that a lot of the shop owners go through, and it's just a huge headache, and nobody ever really talks about it. And you know, the aftermarket parts are just like a pain in the ass, man. But I'm gonna get off this camera here, and I'll film some more when I start hanging that bumper and stuff. I'm almost back to my other shop right now, so we'll see what happens. All right, so I got the tools that I needed, grabbed my tripod, and one of the other things I was gonna tell you guys is, guys and girls, I wanted to let you know that I got a new sponsor for my YouTube channel, which is really cool. They sponsored me a box of goodies, and they sent it out, it showed up, and I've been talking to them on Instagram and whatever. And that's, the company is Wells Lamont, which they do the gloves, and they do winter gloves, summer gloves, mechanic style working gloves, and leather gloves, and just all kinds of different concrete finishing gloves and whatever. And they sent me a big box of gloves, and I'm gonna do a video soon on that, and I'll get that loaded on YouTube soon. But it was really cool seeing that box show up and everything. You know, that it was nice that they sponsored my channel and sent those out. And I've been talking to the guy a lot about that, so that's been nice. And I'm gonna try to get some stuff put up on Instagram and YouTube and whatever. And I got some other stuff coming up with the channel that I'll be letting you guys know about real soon. Also, we're trying to get the word on our car show because of this whole freaking stupid coronavirus crap. They're, you know, telling us we might not be able to do our car show, and we'll see what happens there. And I guess Monday Heidi finds out if we get to do our car show or not. So it's been just months and months we've been waiting to get an answer from these people, because we can't do the car show without the city giving us the okay. But if they say no, we're gonna do it anyways, but we're gonna do it in a different style. We'll do like a drive-by car show somewhere else or whatever, but it just kind of screws things up. other than that, that's about all the news I got for you right now. I'm back at the other shop now, and I'm gonna go ahead and jam inside and get the tripod set up, and I'll keep working and see what happens. Well, I got the bumper hung on here, but man, oh man. After I got those brackets up in there, look how far off this freaking thing is. See that gap right there? That's supposed to be sitting flush right here. This is supposed to be an inch forward, so that's how far off that is. And then those holes I drilled just to make it fit, you can see how far off they are. They're 3/8 of an inch off, so I gotta re-drill them again. What a drag. And as long as I put a bolt through here, it won't let this trailer receiver hitch drop down, so I'll put bolts and washers and everything through there. And then this just holds on the bumper, so yeah, the aftermarket stuff sucks. And see, that's the thing, it's already been over an hour and a half that I've been messing with this right now. Trying to get this little line up and look nice and do the best I can with what I got. But holy crap, what a pain in the ass. So yeah, the aftermarket stuff, this is what you go through every single time. This is the stuff that customers don't see, but I'll make it work. And then, you know, how do you charge a customer when it's something like this? You know, it's not your fault that the stuff doesn't line up. I mean, look right here how far off these holes are. That's the hole way up in there. I mean, that's a ½ inch off on this side. Not even close. So that's no good. I just don't get it. I don't know why the customer wanted their back bumper replaced. So I got the bumper all bolted on and everything. And I realized that the frame on the back of this truck is bent a little bit, so I kind of had to put some washers up underneath there and get it bolted up. But I'll show you what, I got all these damn bolts put in right here, but I had to drill every one of these holes. Every one of these has had to come out, or you know, go bigger. And then this one here, I put a big ½ inch bolt through here because this is holding on the trailer hitch, because this nut here is where this is supposed to go. Right there, that's supposed to be that bolt. That's how far off this thing is. And you know, it's just been a pain in the ass, but I got it. There's a big gap right here, but at least the bumper's all lined up. And then right here, I got these lined up. So these two here. So the bumper's at least sitting on there half-ass straight, you know, but it's the best you can do with it. And the reveal is pretty close right here to the other side, but it's dipped down just a little bit. Like I said, you can tell that frame rail's bent just a hair right here, but there's not much I can do about that. Looks better than it did. So I'll go ahead and get the license plate. You know, the little deal's popped in here, so it'll hold the license plate on. Speaking of that, I just realized the license plate's not even on here. And then I'll get these hooked up here, finish up the wiring, and drop this thing down and give it back to the customer. But I appreciate you guys watching. Appreciate all the support to the channel. And we'll see you on the next video. Later.